Hello all, I am Gubba Kiran, CEO of Gubba Cold Storage. Little bit, ours is a 33-year-old cold storage company, got established in 1987, where my father and also the founder of the company, Gubba Nagendra Rao, founded it in 1987, the much needed first private sector cold storage with a modest beginning in Andhra Pradesh in those days. Yeah, been there, done that. Today we have got 18 cold storage plants across 10 locations of Telangana and Aurangabad. We are one of the largest cold storage company in terms of volume in India. COVID-19, we all know this is probably the most hyped word or talked upon for the past a year at least. Now, what next? The COVID vaccine. Yes, we all need the COVID vaccine. When do you need it? You need it yesterday. Yes, because we have lost our close loved ones in the last 1 year. Many have lost. Yes, and the COVID vaccine takes at least 5 to 10 years to get it manufactured. But the scientists, the doctors, the pharma companies, and so on, with their relentless effort, bought the vaccine in just 1 year. It's a dream come true for the mankind. Now, where does it get stored? In a reliable cold storage facility, a pharma compliant, vaccine compliant cold storage facility. Now, how many of the cold storages we have? India has, Telangana has, or whatever. Of course, we all know that India is the vaccine manufacturer of the world. Probably more than 60% gets from India, and Hyderabad all the more. Yes, we, the cold storage industry, are also, the cold chain industry are also going hand in glove, toe to toe, in doing what's needed in preserving the vaccine. What it takes to preserve the vaccine in the best conditions. It's like the cold chain industry and the vaccine industry is on a tiger and yet don't know how to get off the tiger. How many pallets are needed to preserve the vaccine? By which month? What's the temperature? Is it -20 or 2 to 8 degrees or 15 to 25 or even -70? If you ask me, India haven't seen, the cold chain industry haven't seen a -70 cold storage facility to preserve a vaccine. At least we haven't seen in our 33 years of our existence. India has close to 10,000 cold storage facilities. Probably every nook and corner India has a cold storage facility, but 99.5% aren't eligible to store a vaccine. Probably less than 0.5% are a vaccine compliant cold storage facility. There are lots of opportunities and threats where the cold chain industry is to handle the vaccine. One, the important strength, we are at a very nook and corner. You go to Kanyakumari, to Kashmir, to Gujarat, to West Bengal, we are there. But those cold storages need to be upgraded, need to be WHO GDP compliant, maybe need to be a 21 CFR data logging system, and so on. In fact, I keep telling the cold chain industry people, be proactive, don't be reactive. Be proactive, go hand in glove with the pharma industry, go hand in glove with the freight and forwarders, shippers, be in communication with them, ask them what's needed, think 10 steps ahead of what's needed in the COVID delivery. And that's where the value lies. Its time has come to build the ecosystem for a successful administration of vaccine to the last mile delivery and to the last human body administration. As I said, India has lots of cold storages and very less which are to be compliant. Yes, but there is opportunity too that it can be done. It's not that it's not an impossible task. You have to follow certain guidelines. As I said, the WHO GDP and etc. guidelines, some certifications, some ISO certifications, and so on, which can be done. It's been like since 3 years we started altering the view of the pharmaceutical world. We also started from a zero number of pallets to preserve pharma in our cold storage facility. We literally, started altering the view of the pharma men in the last 3 years. because we keep telling to the pharmaceutical world, stick to your core competency, create and invent the best drug to save us, to save the mankind. We will give you the best infrastructure to preserve your products. And effectively that is what at least Gubba has been doing that in this part of the country. More than 50 plus pharmaceutical clients in 3 years, it's an achievement by itself. And that gave a space for us to think for vaccine. Our 10,000 pallets, vaccine compliant, pharma compliant, world-class cold storage facility will be unveiled in this month. In the next couple of months, in 3 locations, a 10,000 cold storage pallets of space will be ready in a temperature zone of 2 to 8, -20 and 15 to 25. Probably one of the biggest in the country today, one of the finest, and one of the best cold storage facility in Telangana and one of the biggest in Telangana, and we are proud about it. Again, it's not, we all do business of course, and it's not, especially this facility, this handling of COVID, it's beyond money. It's an emotion. I have personally saw losing personal loved ones. In fact, it's an honor to preserve vaccines. It's a privilege to handle vaccines. I keep telling, a vaccine is much beyond than what we can do. It's, in fact, we would like to dedicate this cold storage facility to the nation, to the Telangana people, for the best delivery of vaccine to them. What actually it takes to preserve a COVID vaccine in India? In fact, we are proud that in the last 2 years, last 2 full years, we had a 0 temperature excursions in our cold storage facility. If we have to maintain a temperature of say 15 to 25, not even 14 and not even 26 in 2 years. That is what is needed to serve pharma. Online temperature monitoring system, the WHO GDP certifications, what I already said, the ISO certifications, plan to go for EU GDP certification. That's what inspires the world. That's what it takes to preserve pharma. You need to go for a CT-PAT certification or an AAO certification. Yes, do that. And we are already doing that in our cold storage facility. That is what it takes to preserve a vaccine. It has to be a single floor, a cold storage facility with a rack supported, with a battery assisted MHEs and so on. It's not just doing a business. We are also into our newsletters, our Gubba Pharma news, which reaches to close to 30,000 pharmaceutical fraternity. In fact, we are proud that we carry some quality news, keep delighting the pharmaceutical fraternity. Our director, Gubba Deepti, is a key person in rolling out that. Gubba Prashant, our director, has been setting up one of the finest cold storage facilities for us. Not for us, for even this COVID vaccine facility is a brainchild of his in a record short time. Our 3 cold storages in 3 various locations, all to put, in Telangana and Aurangabad, all put together, we have a capacity of 10,000 pallets of vaccine preservation. That goes up to even to 3 to 4 crores of vaccine can be stored at any given point of time, with 3 temperature zones of 15, 25, 2 to 8, minus 20, and we are also thinking for minus 72, which comes up if needed. We, the cold chain industry, keep telling to the pharmaceutical industry, in fact in my various forums and conferences and webinar, time has come for the pharmaceutical industry to trust the Indian cold storage industry and the cold chain industry. You guys stick to your core competency. We will do the rest. Like the world, India is also creating the world-class cold storage facilities for pharmaceuticals and vaccines. Here we come. Yes, you can trust us.